Hello, hello, brothers and sisters. Once more, we're happy to welcome you to a new edition of our show titled Speak of Africa. Thank you very much to all our subscribers. Now we see we've hit over 19,000 subscribers and the numbers continue going up. Without you, we will not really be having a show. We started this show to give you a voice, and we think we're doing a good job to represent you. Then if you are watching this show for the first time, we're asking you politely to subscribe. When you subscribe, you make sure that you do not miss a show that we upload. We try to upload a new video almost every week, and we have a whole lot of stuff in store for you. For the show of today, we have a whole lot of news. We have news on Ambazonia. We have news of French Cameroon. We have news on Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa. We have news on Ivory Coast. We have news on Kenya. We have news on Nigeria. And we have news on South Africa. The news of today, we're really going to focus on a theme we have on this show every week. It is the importance of technology. Today, we're going to be talking about information technology in Africa. Okay? Information technology, because when we look at the world today, the economy has gone to so many stages. I remember when I used to be in my PhD program in grad school, I read a book titled Megatrends 2000. The book was looking at the big trends that are going to take place by the year 2000. And much of the trends had to do with the transformation of the US economy into a fully information economy. As you know, most economies follow the following path lines. We start with an agrarian economy, we move to an industrial economy, then finally we move to an information economy. An agrarian economy is based on agriculture. We produce stuff more agrarian. With an industrial economy, we're talking about the introduction of technology, when technology becomes a major factor of production. We talk about the Industrial Revolution, which started in England, okay? After that, the apex of technology is when information becomes a commodity, just like a product that is produced in a factory in an industry. Today with the internet, we are witnessing the blossoming of information technology. Is Africa going to be left behind? My argument is Africa should not be left behind. Africans should struggle to take part in this information revolution. And it is taking place even in front of our eyes. As we're going to share with you, a lot of big American corporations, tech giants like Google, Microsoft, they are already setting their sights on Africa. So are Africans prepared? So the purpose of this show is to prepare you if you're an African. Don't complain and say, oh, I don't have any money, I'm poor. No. Acquire the skills. Acquire the skills to prepare yourself to become a warrior in the information age. Because the information age is coming to Africa finally. Most of the tech giants in the United States are beginning to build their headquarters in Africa in preparation for the next frontier. Africa is the next frontier of the information revolution. If you do not know this, we are informing you on this show. We study trends, then we predict what is going to happen in the future. If you are an African, we don't just want you to enjoy the news, we want you to be prepared. Get the skills that you need so that you'll be ready when the information revolution hits Africa big. Okay? It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. But you want to know the news, right? Before we start the news, as we're talking about the Industrial Revolution, we're encouraging a lot of Africans. We're helping them to create information-based businesses. One of the businesses we'll continue promoting on this show is bytech97.com. Bytech is offering classes, a lot of classes in information technology. Whether you are in Africa, you are in Europe, you are in America, it behooves you to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the website of bytech97.com and register for these classes. You can become a cloud architect. You can become an expert in AWS, Amazon Web Services. You can become an expert in Google stuff. You can become a web developer in Microsoft Azure. So you can learn even Oracle. So you can learn different things. You can learn cybersecurity, but go to the website of ByTech97 and learn. We're going to be encouraging you to do this because ByTech97.com is offering these classes. But the better thing which we want to share with you is they're also offering mentorship and job placement. You don't want to have a job that is paying you just $14 an hour. Aren't you tired? Why can't you aspire to make $1 million? I mean, a big figure like that. Why can't you aspire to make such big money? We're encouraging Africans to start thinking big, 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 big. Go to bytech97.com and register for a class in information technology and start making six-figure income. It's very possible. If you are in Africa and you cannot come to America, that's okay. You can stay in Africa, learn this technology, and be prepared because most of the big companies are coming now to Africa. Google, Microsoft, Twitter, they are all coming, and all these companies rely on information technology. So if you are an expert in information technology, you'll get a very good job and you make a whole lot of money in Africa. You stay in your own country in Africa and make a lot of money. Isn't that a good thing? So we're encouraging you to take advantage of this bytech97.com opportunity. Take the classes. They will mentor you to get a job, okay? That's what I love about it. Just mention this show that Prince Ojong sent you. When you tell bytech97.com that Prince Ojong sent you, they'll make it easy for you to register for this course and benefit and help your family, okay? Next, we're also going to introduce another company, which is a company in mental health. Mental health is very important. As you know, sometimes there are no signs that somebody is sick in the head, but mental health is very common. The taboo should not really discourage us from knowing that it is around us. We have an expert in mental health, Princess Clara of Dynamic Mental Health Services, a company in Maryland. We're going to be sharing her video with you. Take a look and watch the video.
Is mental health sickness still a taboo today? No, it should not be. Indeed, that is why we founded Dynamic Mental Health, LLC. Are you looking for a mental health provider? Well, look no further because Dynamic Mental Health is the right place for you. We see patients online and offline with behavioral conditions such as anxiety, depression, attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, bipolar disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, serious mental illness, sleep disorder, substance abuse, trauma or PTSD, postpartum depression, psychosis, and so much more. At Dynamic Mental Health Services, our patients come first. Indeed, we treat patients with respect, compassion, and dignity. We provide patient-centered, culturally sensitive, and holistic care that is evidence-based. Remember, your illness is not your identity. Please contact us today for more information by visiting our website at www.dynamicmentalhealthservice.com, or you can call us now for a phone screen or a consultation at no cost to you at 443-362-9959. Thank you for choosing Dynamic Mental Health. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you for watching the two businesses we've presented. We're going now to our news segment. With the news, we go straight to Ambazonia. What is happening in Ambazonia? Well, the war goes on. This week, President Biden has signed a law which prevents the United States government from deporting people from French Cameroon, La République du Cameroun. They call it TPS. The U.S. government wants to protect them. As you see, when the war broke out in Ukraine and Russia, it didn't take long. The U.S. government offered this protection to Ukrainian citizens because they have their lobby in the U.S. Other peoples of the world were left in the cold, including Africans. So we've been lobbying for Africa. Finally, the law now is helping Africans. So we're happy that this week, President Biden has signed into law. The Department of Homeland Security is going to be making suspension on deportation among Cameroonians. If you're a Cameroonian, you need to protect yourself. You know that for at least 18 months, you'll be able to stay in the U.S. and work. You'll be able to get a work permit. If you don't know what to do, we have a lawyer who can help you follow this up. He's an immigration lawyer, and his name is Benign Ake. We're going to share his phone number with you. If you don't have his phone number, call us, we'll give it to you. His office is in Greenbelt, Maryland. Benign Ake is a lawyer. He has over 5 years experience handling immigration matters. So if you call him, say, Prince Ojong sent me, and it's going to help you with your issues. So for the people of Ambazonia, we have an answer for you. This show is for you who want to give you practical advice that you can use every day. So with this new law, protection for immigrants from Cameroon, take advantage of it. Call the lawyer, Benign Ake. He's going to help you. If you don't have his number, call me, Prince Ojong, 240-350-1131. I'll give you the phone number of the lawyer, Benign Ake. But in Ambazonia also, the killing goes on. This week, a lot of the killing is more like tit for tat. The people from Mr. Biya's government come to the northwest and southwest and they kill a lot of innocent citizens. Then there's also a whole lot of infighting among the Ambazonian people. We don't really know why they are fighting each other instead of fighting their own enemy. So that is really hurting their struggle. This week, news came about the killing of the regional penitentiary officer, Mr. Theodore Kumi. There's a whole lot of talk about it. We've not really digested all this information. We understand he went to install one of the officials in the territory of the Ambazonians. The Ambazonians did not like this. Then they laid some ambush and picked him up. He tried to escape, but finally he was picked up. Then there's a whole lot of news in the media. They're saying that probably his sister, Immaculate Kumi, must have arranged his killing by the ADF and the Bui warriors. We don't know the facts. So at this juncture, we're not going to say much about this killing. We're going to investigate more about it. Then next week, we will have enough information to tell you what actually happened. From here now, we'll move to La Republique of Cameroon. As we can tell you, the time has come. The diplomatic barrier, the firewall that Mr. Biya had erected, is collapsing. Now America has started breaking this wall of diplomatic immunity. Now the world knows that there's evil going on in Cameroon, and Mr. Biya has to be stopped. Just like they are trying to stop Vladimir Putin in Russia, they have to stop Mr. Biya because the bloodshed in Cameroon is too much. We're tired seeing this bloodshed and want it to end. Next, we'll move to Ethiopia. With Ethiopia, there's a whole lot of heat, and as the temperatures rise, it looks like there's a whole lot of famine going to happen at the Horn of Africa. So we are just feeling sorry for our people in Ethiopia, and we wish they can do much to really take advantage of the people and help them do stuff for themselves, because with this temperature, hunger and starvation, malnutrition are going to become the order of the day. So the government, Abiy Ahmed, instead of fighting wars with his neighbors and the people of Tigray, he needs to focus on feeding his people, feeding the people of Ethiopia. We don't want the famine that is looming, so let him do something to help his people. From Ethiopia now, we'll go to Ivory Coast. In Ivory Coast, there's a whole lot of news in the media talking about the return of the vice president and the prime minister. But it looks like most people say it's not really like news, because Teomoko and Patrick Ashi have always been there, and people are not looking at it like breaking news. So it looks like Hassan Ouattara is just playing games. So what is he really doing? nothing is really new. So he's just playing politics. It's like what he's doing is a non-event. Next, we'll move to Kenya.
Hey, yo, Shape, I thought you was going to take me to this place so I could get my taxes done. You know I'm trying to buy a new house. What's up?
Let's get it on. If you're searching for a house, call up my man Prince Ojong, the best in real estate. Take it from your guy Shape. When I say his services are the best in the states where it's born, he even take care of your tax forms, back refunds. So come get your business done. Consultations, financial organization, fast processing, no waiting. This man is amazing. The Prince.
Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131.
Kenya is where the big news on information technology is really breaking out. Okay? Google is now conquering the world the way Microsoft was conquering the world in the early 80s and 90s. Google makes so many products. Their products dominate the world market. This is the way Microsoft used to be during the mid-80s and the early 90s. So Google now has decided to establish a beachhead in Africa, in Kenya. They want to develop a product development center. Product development is very important because we understand what it entails. For so long, as we told you before, we've been developing a healthcare product. So we know the cycles in project management. We know how to build products. What is going to happen now that Google is going to Kenya to establish a beachhead there? It means a lot of startups, technology startups that are in Africa and Kenya are going to benefit a lot if they are smart. It means that if you are an African, instead of complaining that you are poor, you should start acquiring technology skills so that you can benefit from the boom that is going to come. In order to locate an industry in a place, from what I studied in economics, the localization of industries, a pool of labor is very important. Google has realized that Africa has a very big pool of cheap labor. Instead of hiring only people in the United States, Google wants to start hiring intelligent Africans to power the products of the future. So do you want to win the future? If you want to win the African future, then you need to prepare yourself for the internet revolution that is coming up. Google is going to be coming up with smarter products that solve a lot of world problems. They're going to be locating in Kenya, right in the heart of Africa. Are you ready? Are you going to take advantage of this revolution? Please do. You can do this by acquiring a lot of technology skills, which is why we salute the move for Google to come in here. Africa is a new frontier, is a new market. So a lot of countries are going to be bringing their companies to Africa to establish beachheads in Africa. Are you ready? Africans need to understand this new phenomenon. They need to ride this wave of success, okay? So from Kenya now, we'll move to Nigeria. Well, in Nigeria, we continue preaching. There is a whole lot of insecurity. We've been talking about insecurity last year, this year, and we'll continue talking about it. It looks like Mr. Muhammadu Buhari does not even have the will to fight insecurity. When he was running for president, and when he was running for president again, he said he's going to solve the issue of insecurity. So if we treated him like a student, we'll give him an F grade because he has failed Nigerians. And today, we're really surprised to see some people talking about Goodluck Jonathan returning to Aso Rock to take over power from Buhari. Then we say to ourselves, are Nigerians crazy or what? Goodluck Jonathan was a failure. Why do they want him now to come and take over the reins of government in Nigeria? So have Nigerians forgotten so soon? But the 2023 fever is on, and there's a whole lot of action. But the sweetest action is actually between Vice President Yemi Osinbajo and the maverick, Bola Tinubu. So it looks like it is a fight between a Goliath and a David. On one side, you have Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the present Vice President of Nigeria, who is the David. On the other side, you have the Goliath, who is Mr. Bola Tinubu. They are already trading barbs and insults. When I see the insults they are throwing, I say to myself, it is going to be interesting. 2023 is going to be a very, very wonderful presidential season. Because on the one hand, you see the way Bola Tinubu is making fun of Professor Yemi Osinbajo. He says he doesn't have a son who is mature enough to run for president. On the other side, you see Professor Osinbajo also making fun of Bola Tinubu. He also says he is big enough to run because he is in good health. By contrast, his opponent is old and not in good health. So he was actually exploiting the ill health of Bola Tinubu. So the two of them used to be like father and son, not anymore. So how is this going to play out? Already, we understand that Mr. Yemi Osinbajo is leaving the APC in Lagos and moving to Ogun State. So because he thinks Mr. Bola Tinubu controls the APC in Lagos State, so he wants to move to Ogun State. How is this going to play out? Well, this is just the beginning of the drama. We're going to be seeing even a lot more in the future. Okay? So just stay tuned. But the main problem facing Nigeria is insecurity. Is Mr. Osinbajo going to be able to deal with this problem? This is what Nigerians need to think about. And we think Sahara TV has been providing us with a whole lot of news. We're analyzing the news we read on Sahara TV and other Nigerian channels to see what is going to really help the Nigerian people. Finally, we want to go to South Africa. South Africa has really been beset by a whole lot of floods. Floods everywhere, and they have really damaged a whole lot of houses. In fact, the floods have also exposed the housing crisis in South Africa. One of the main economic problems facing South Africa is housing. Is the government of Cyril Ramaphosa really doing much to solve this problem? That's a question a lot of South Africans are asking. Is he really up to the task? That's a question a lot of South Africans are asking. We think he needs to do more to help his people. We think that it looks like the army also is stepping in to see how they can help the citizens during these times of pain and suffering. But what is going to happen? Well, we think in the end, South Africa will need a government that is more responsive, a government that is kinder and gentler. Okay? We've come to the end of our show, but before we end, we want to emphasize the importance of technology. Please, technology is very, very important. We cannot emphasize it enough. So if you are an African watching this show, we're encouraging you to take advantage of opportunities in technology. By entering the new world of technology, you can change your lives. You're going to realize that Africans who know technology, who can use different tools, different machines, cameras, everything, think about it. They will be able to get better jobs than those who don't know how to use all this equipment. So information technology is even paramount. Learn to become an expert in information technology. You have so many new platforms that are out there. You have cybersecurity. A lot of the internet networks need to be secure. You can be an expert in securing these networks. Then, of course, you have Oracle, which is a major database. Oracle also presents a whole lot of opportunities. You can become an expert in Oracle Cloud Database. If you don't like Oracle, you also have Microsoft. Microsoft has its Azure and many other products in the database space. You can become an expert in Microsoft. If you don't like Microsoft, then of course you have AWS, Amazon Web Services. You can take advantage of Amazon Web Services. So choose. If you don't like Amazon Web Services, just know that the internet is a world without frontier. It's very, very broad. There are so many things you can do. Just try to choose a path that is comfortable for you and start working on it. Start doing that today. Don't wait, because tomorrow waits for no one. You want to start the journey today. beginning a journey in the internet revolution today. We have bytech97.com to lead you. If you've not seen the ad, watch it again and take advantage of this information technology. Bye-bye, and may God bless you.
Medical practice software is too old. Indeed, all the programs are built on MUMPS, technology of the 1950s, and the programs cost too much money. Epic and Cerner cost billions of dollars. Meditech costs thousands of dollars too. In fact, that's why we created AlexiaHTC.com, a new and free EMR/EHR for doctors. AlexiaHTC.com is built for HIPAA. Yes, magical one-screen technology, ease of use, quick charting, amazing e-prescribing, tight labs integration, multi-office difference, because we believe doctors and patients need a break today. Be the first to test drive AlexiaHTC.com. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Act now. Call 240-350-1131. Alexia Care Corporation at AlexiaHTC.com.
Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.